What is up, everybody? My name is Viola. I am the host of the Cerebral System here on YouTube. And on this channel, TransenDID, we talk about DID content, mental health content, and have a variety of other things that we do, like vlogs and gaming. That being said, today we're going to talk about child alters. How they get into the system, what their purpose is, what they are, and my own personal experiences. So, as always, I got my phone because my memory is terrible. I'll be 100% real with you. So I need to have this stuff like in front of me. If that's not really a cup of tea, I would recommend looking up Dissociative. They are very good at what they do, and are probably a lot better at memorizing than I am. Anyway, let's begin. Child alters / littles. Often nicknamed littles or little ones, they are a common type of alter. Several child alters exist in most people with DID, as is the case with me. Child alters often talk in a childlike way, but unlike a biological child, they can normally understand abstract concepts and long words. They are often found to hold memories of child abuse which occurred at around the age the child alter feels he or she is. Some may have the speech or appearance of a young child, the youngest being unable to talk, read, or write. Child alters may gradually age or may remain the same age. Some child parts may hold feelings of terror and pain, while others may be playful and fun-loving and have only positive memories. A child alter may also be an idealized representation of the perfect child from the perfect family, for example, the good boy. Child alters should not be confused with the concept of having an inner child, which applies to non-dissociative people. Okay, so right away, it's very specific what a child alter or a little is. It is a child alter. And I find it very interesting that they point out that sometimes they could have positive memories, or they could be, associated with something negative, like trauma or fear or something like that, or child abuse. Because honestly, I used to go in a little bit into my own system here. Anna and Pan, I used to call them anxiety and panic, because that's kind of what they represented to me. I didn't understand who they were. I just knew that they were small children who were terrified of so many things. And looking at them now and reading that, it kind of makes sense that they would withhold the anxiety and panic that I felt as a child. And that's kind of why they're here. The idea that they can hold abstract ideas is very accurate. Anna and Pan are incredibly intelligent despite being only 6 years old, and, twins, tying into the multiple child alters sort of deal. And honestly, they do remind me of me a little bit. When I was younger, I was very intelligent, I could read and write very well. I was able to understand big words at a very young age. Not to pat myself on the back, but I was reading at a college level when I was very young. So it does make sense that they would kind of embody that a little bit according to this. Generally, with these two that I have, they are very playful. They are very childish. I think they both have an obsession with trains, which I think is kind of neat. I think I've mentioned that in their Meeting Anna and Pan video, but I'm not entirely sure if I did. But they are very mature for their age, which is interesting. They are easily able to tell when something is dangerous, when I shouldn't be doing something. One example, I was messaged by someone who I hadn't talked to in a couple of years, and right away it was a red flag that they wanted me to meet up with them at a hotel across town, and they offered to pick me up with a driver that I had never met before in a very run-down car. And they were very pushy about it. The little voices in my head that I now know are Anna and Pan said, don't go with them. Something bad's gonna happen. And I froze. I had what I call the cement shoes, essentially. Like two kids hanging onto your legs, like you can barely move your legs. That's what I dealt with. And it may have very well saved my life. I don't know if they were actually trying to hurt me or not. I don't know what their end goal was, but honestly, I feel I'm better off that I didn't go. Beyond that, there's a lot that can be said about littles. Sorry, someone just came in the room. I think these are some of the most unique altars, and I've met some people who have about 5 or 6 of them, which blows my mind. But honestly, it's not too outside of the realm of possibility. Going back to my altars for a second here, I'm not really sure when they showed up. I believe it was very early in life, probably when I was very small, and I first started to deal with this, because they are very young. So I'm guessing, due to the fact that they're 6, it might have been around that time. Honestly, I don't know when anyone came up, it's anyone's guess. I don't know when they were born or created or whatever. So with me, it's all guesswork, and I think that's the case for a lot of people. I might need to do some inner digging to kind of see about this one. But anyway, I think that's really all the info I have on littles. There's a lot more you could dig into, I think. There's probably more info than I have. So definitely look up more info if you're confused or you don't quite understand what any of this means. I'm sure there's someone who can explain it way better instead of me just reading from my phone. But that's all I got for today. So, as always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you stopping by. I always do. If you like what I do here, like, comment, subscribe, all that good kind of stuff. It really helps me out a lot, especially with this algorithm. It is a mess. And remember, you're beautiful, you're valuable, you're important. That's very, very, very important to me and everyone up here. And until next time, when I make another video, I'll be seeing you. Goodbye.